Everybody.
Hey.
So, I want to take this time to talk about the most important part of Thanksgiving. Now, this is different for each and everybody here. The most common three answers I've heard have been family, some members more than others, friends, some who help you out more than others, and then food, some you like more than others. But today, I was thinking, yes, I am grateful for my family. I love you guys. I'm grateful for my friends. I love them too. And I am grateful for my food, and I love my food too. But one of the things that I feel is sorely overlooked, that we could also be incredibly thankful for, is our fork. Is our silverware. The fourth F that people should be talking about during Thanksgiving. Now I'm gonna be coming back to this. I didn't just bring this up here so that I could have a dramatic reveal that I hold a fork in my pocket. There's more to it. But I want to talk about being thankful. Because we as a people, as a human race, each individual needs to be thankful more often. We need to be thankful with more reckless abandon. Being thankful for what we have, what we don't have, and what we're going to get. And I'll be the first to admit it. I'm a complainer. My family knows this. My friends know this. The food that I don't like knows this. And that's true. And that's something that I admit I'll have to get over. Something we should all admit we have to get over. Because that's the first step of solving the problem, is admitting that you have it. And now the holidays are a perfect time for understanding this problem and working towards fixing it. Because these times, November, December, when there's Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all these holiday celebrations, it's a perfect reminder for us to be thankful. It's a perfect reminder of what we should actually be doing all year. Because, yeah, sure, we often talk about being grateful during this time, during the holidays. But what about the other 10 months of the year where there aren't any significant holidays? Should we just stop being grateful for what we have? No. So, as we close off this 2015 year, flew by. As we close off 2015, we have to remember that we're not just going to be thankful for these 2 months, but we have to do it for the upcoming year as well. But then you ask, what do we have to be thankful for? There are big things, there are small things, there are good times, bad times, so many things that we could be thankful for. For the big things, number one, each and every one of us here is alive. We're breathing, we're living, we're existing, when it's statistically improbable that we should even exist. In this entire infinite expanding universe, we're on this tiny fleck of rock, and we're on this tiny little island, not surrounded by water, and we're here. We should be thankful that we live in the United States. A place that's far from perfect, but much better than some of the other situations that we could be in. We're allowed to come here together and gather without persecution. We're allowed to speak with languages we want, believe what we want to believe, talk and converse, and be with people that we want to be with. We should be happy and thankful that we have NewLife. This place practically speaks for itself. It's family, it's friends, it's food. We should be thankful for these big things, because all around the world tragedies happen every day. Huge, humongous, massive tragedies. But regardless of that, there are also huge, humongous, amazing miracles going on every day. There are such huge and blessed things that we should always be thankful for. And while those things are all well and good, we should always be grateful for the large things in life, sometimes we have to remember not to overlook the small things. I'm thankful that I have a fork. I'm thankful that I have actual silverware to eat my food with. Now, I know sometimes you can eat certain sushi with your hands, I know you can eat different foods with your hands, but I'm happy that when I have spaghetti, I have actual silverware that I can use to eat it with. And that seems insignificant. That seems like, yeah, sure, everyone here has forks. But do they really? Not everyone has an opportunity to eat food with nice silverware. Not everyone has an opportunity to eat food. So that's why I brought up a fork today. Not just because I want quality silverware when I eat a potluck. Because I want to be reminded that for the small things in life, I should be massively grateful for them. Another thing, a small thing that's constantly overlooked that we should be thankful for, are alarm clocks. The double-edged blades. I mean, I hate them. The sound of an alarm clock is the bane of my existence. It's the thing that takes me away from the wonderful place of sleep. But at the same time, you can't really live without it, because then you'll be late to work, you'll lose your job, and basically, that alarm clock is the thing that's keeping you going every day right on time. And now, one of the other things that might seem a bit small is that I'm really happy no one's stolen my cow. You see, my cow. Because if you think about it, centuries ago, the biggest problem that people had was that they were afraid other villagers would come into their village and steal their cows. My cow is still intact. Your cow is still intact. We should be happy of the world that we live in. But sometimes, it's still like, yeah, sure, be happy about the big things. Be happy about the small things. But sometimes that's just an open-ended thing. I'm not going to be happy about my fork. What if I like to eat my noodles with chopsticks? Well, it's a tricky thing asking what we should be thankful for. You can always say that you should be thankful for everything. But sometimes that seems like a task that's just too overwhelming. I can't go around saying, thank you, mic stand, thank you, podium, thank you, microphone. Even though I am thankful for all of them, it's a burden that we as people can't live up to. And if we try to achieve that perfection, we'll only fail. But the key isn't to be thankful about everything all the time. But the key is to be thankful about anything. You can be thankful about big things. If you get a new job, if you're starting a new family, yes, be happy, be thankful. Show off to the world how grateful you are for that situation. Or, if you have a fork, be thankful that you have a fork. I get to eat my spaghetti without making too much of a mess. If you're having good times, if you're spending time with your loved ones, if you're eating, if you're just having fun, if you're sleeping, be thankful for those good times that just make you feel fantastic. But then, there's the bad times. When you're sick, when you're fighting, you could be thankful for those too. I'm not saying you have to be. I understand bad times are bad times for a reason. But bad times also happen for a purpose. When you're sick or you're fighting with somebody and you live through it, that thing didn't weaken you, it only made you stronger. So, yeah, sure, it's tricky to say, yeah, sure, I'm thankful for the fact that I'm fighting with all my friends right now. But if you keep that mindset, it's going to be so much easier and so much better for you. And now all these things, the big things, the small things, the good things, and the bad things, all of these things point to God. Because all of these individual, minuscule things, all of these massive, life-changing things, were all given a purpose by His love. Because His all-consuming, all-powerful love is what put us all here on this earth. It's what gave us these chairs, these mics, these drums. Every single little thing was put here by God, and it was for a reason. It's because His love is everywhere. And it's a fact that we occasionally overlook. When we're in bad times, sometimes we forget that it's God giving us those bad times, not because He hates us, but because He loves us. But because He knows that we're strong enough to go through it with His help, that He's not doing it to tear us down, but to build us up. And this time of the year is a perfect time to reset. And right now, I'm going to ask for a little audience participation. I want you all to close your eyes, and then just take a big, deep breath in. Then take a deep breath out. And just remember that your troubles, your worries, and all that stuff, yeah, sure, it was given to you by God, but now you're also giving it back to Him. Because when you return those problems to Him, He's going to toss back the solutions right at you. Alright, you can open your eyes now. And all of these things, all these troubles, all these good times, all the blessings, all the bad luck, it's all for us. And for that we should be thankful. So one of the key things I'd say going into this upcoming year and going into the future is to find the love behind everything. Say you drop a coin, or you drop your wallet somewhere and nobody returns it. Find the love behind that. What if you drop your wallet and lose it, but that particular day you had no credit cards in there? It was just cash. And that cash found its way to a homeless person's van, and you just gave him a meal that same day. And so, I have a challenge for this upcoming year, this upcoming day, just upcoming life. And I want everyone to thank someone or even something that seems totally arbitrary. I just came up here and thanked a fork. And if I can come up here and talk about how much I like forks, you can go out and thank a teacher who's taught you so much, a friend who's always been there for you, a family who's raised you and kept you safe. So that's what I'd like to end with. I want you guys to remember that you don't have to always be thankful for everything. That's too much of a burden. But you have to remember to be thankful for anything. Be thankful about your forks, your family, your friends, your food. Be thankful because they're all given to us by God. I'd like to close this in prayer, so let's close our eyes and bow our heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of everybody here, to express your purpose and your love through my voice, Lord. Thank you for that. Lord, thank you for forks. Thank you for family. Thank you for friends. Thank you for everything you've given us. Lord, we know we're not perfect, and that's something that's hard to come to acceptance with. So we ask that you help us going into the future, going into our lives, and remind us, Lord, that the most important part of Thanksgiving truly is giving thanks. Amen.